Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Metaphor. We're on our way to try and find the prince before Zorba does. We'll see how that works out. And we'll see how this part of the game is even going to be structured. Apparently by starting immediately with a cutscene.
Huh? This looks like... Who are you?
Are you alright?
My head's swimming. What is this place? Apparently where he and Gallica first met?
The royal flower? A surprise to see them blooming here. Something about this place. Yes, the flow of Magla is strong here. It is much like the altar of the dragon god. The Magla in the air seems to be concentrated here. What is this place?
Gallica, something the matter? Your mind seems elsewhere.
Oh, sorry. I've got this weird feeling that something really important happened here.
What do you have amnesia now?
Anyway, let's keep moving.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not important.
So here you are at last.
Okay, I mean, that's just Zorba. We know that. But, sure, try and make it mysterious, game. Good luck with that. Right, also... just one thing, really. I switched the protagonist's archetype to Brawler because, well, I'm not expecting any enemies we encounter here to be particularly challenging at this point, of course. And, well, we were obviously maxed out in our Samurai archetype. And Brawler is one of the requirements to be able to actually learn Berserker. That's level 10 Brawler and level 10 Knight, neither of which we have. So, yeah, I figured might as well start giving the protagonist some more physical-based archetype levels. And we're starting there. Right, we also have entries, or an entry at least, to the memorandum. Ancient Elden Sanctum, a secret village of the Elder tribe located north of the Principality of Oceania. Hidden deep within an uncharted forest on the northwestern side of the continent, it is also the place of refuge sought by the prince after being cursed in Grand Trad. Once a small city located above ground in the forest, it was senselessly set on fire at Forden's command, which led its residents to move their domiciles underground to feign annihilation. The settlement is hardly glamorous and small by nature, but the sanctum has nevertheless preserved the lost history and knowledge of the old world, giving it a somewhat otherworldly atmosphere. Really? The knowledge of the old world. Okay. A swathe of beautiful white flowers grown in clusters.
Why?
Before I left home, I never knew that these flowers represented royalty. But what are they doing within the ancient sanctum? I mean... Didn't we learn that there is a connection to the late king? Well, definitely to the prince. Is it really that surprising?
How odd. This place is clearly in ruins, but it doesn't look like natural decay.
It was burned to the ground. One day, a bunch of kingdom soldiers showed up out of the blue. Without so much as a reason. They made an inferno of the place.
But why? Why would His Majesty order such an atrocity?
Thinking back now, it may have been Forden who led the charge. I can't be certain. But if it was up to him, he would have done it just to purge the filthy Elder tribe.
Luis claimed that the Elden people were just another form of the humans. If he spoke true...
They're not. There's no way.
I mean, it certainly isn't that easy.
Anyway, more than half of the villagers died in the fire. And those who survived were forced to hide in caves. That way everyone would think they were wiped out.
'Tis a shrewd ploy indeed, to hide in a place the enemy themselves saw destroyed. Yet, why did Alcys? No matter. His Highness is in this cave, correct?
Yes, over there. What? That...
He draws no breath. Likely a stab in the back. I doubt he even had time to shout.
I recognize him. He was the associate of the first operative I came in contact with. He was a lot more skilled than those Sanctist warrior monks. But now...
Gallica, the cave is just ahead, yes?
Yes. It's past the woods, over there.
Then we move.
I need to get to the
I
cave.
don't like this.
It's Magla that I'm sensing. I'm worried about the prince. We need to hurry over to the hideout on the lower level. What are those floating things? Oh, fairies, I guess. I think they'll feel a little alarmed if we all swarmed in on them as a big group like this. For now, let's leave them be and move on. Leave them be. I mean, they're just gonna leave me. It's a dead body of a resistance operative. It looks as though he didn't even have a chance to defend himself. Who would do such a thing? An attacker? Any attacker given the chance? I guess. Hello? Hello? Can I please have my golden beetle? Oh, from here. Wait. Wait. Is it actually? Oh. Wow. My depth perception was completely failing me there. I thought it was like inside this thing, on this side of this broken wall. Never mind. We got it. Where do we come in? Over here, apparently. Right. Okay. Well, let's... Oops, sorry, man. Let's keep going. Ignore the fairies. Some more blood, lovely. Oh. It's a fairly old Ujif man. It seems he's working to lay a body to rest.
Russell? You're safe!
Huh? My word. Is that you, Gallica?
Is this actually the person from the very beginning of the game? From like one of the first cutscenes? Where some people were standing around the Cursed Prince? There definitely was an old Ujif. I'm guessing it's this one. With, you know, the full-blown character portrait and everything.
You were His Highness's tutor.
Ah, yes.
Hmm?
Were?
I know but one red-tressed knight. Are you the royal guard? The Lady Hulkenberg? By the heavens. Then...
She's been helping us. Everyone here is a trusted ally. They've all fought to save the prince.
Alas. Oh, what a tragedy. If this reunion had only been a moment sooner.
Russell, where is His Highness? What happened? Is His Highness safe?
A few days ago, those detestable cursed thorns finally faded. I cannot tell you how long I had waited to see them gone. It was truly a joy beyond words. It happened before we could fathom it. A lone stranger, a loathsome figure, came striding in. His Highness had only just regained consciousness since the curse's lifting. Yet, to protect us, he threw himself upon the assassin's blade. We were horror-struck. His Highness lay pierced through the heart, and we saw him breathe his last.
You gotta be kidding me. And we've seen people come back from what we assume to be certain death, so surely he's not actually dead.
That
Not
can't
just
be
like that.
true.
Died off screen. No, like, yeah, it can't be true.
The stranger was a master of magic. None could match him. Of the Resistance's numbers, only I remain.
More like you are actually a puppet of Zorba's here to deceive us.
Who was responsible for this?
I don't know who the murderer was, but he cried his patron's name aloud as he did the deed. For Count Luis. From the moment he appeared, I believe his sole purpose was to kill His Highness. As soon as the lifelight left the prince's eyes, the stranger left, with only a smile.
An innocent boy. Twice tormented in the clutches of assassins. All because of the family he was born into.
Luis, there really is no evil you won't stoop to.
Please, Russell. Where is the prince?
We've laid him in the prayer room for now, at the end of the cave. He rests just this way.
You're coming, aren't you, love?
I can't believe it. Yeah, I mean, I really can't. Surely.
I
Okay,
still can't believe it.
we'll see what actually happens, but I mean, after all we went through to save the prince, and actually, against all odds, ultimately succeeding, for him to just die without anyone actually witnessing it, just being told about it like that, that just cannot be. That's not how they would do it. So what is the actual explanation?
I know that we have to see for ourselves.
Ah, I'd heard a rumor that there was a boy candidate who claimed to be His Highness. So, that was you? 'Tis just as St. Rilla said. You're no scoundrel. Indeed, you risked life and livelihood to see His Highness restored. Strange. Something in you reminds me of His Highness.
Something wrong?
No, it's nothing. Well, I will go before you to the prayer room. Once you are ready, you are free to join me.
Before I go to the prince, I think I will help Russell lay this body to rest.
You going to stay here?
No. I must bear witness myself. As his knight, I must.
Russell. Well, I mean, I guess he does seem to be genuine, so... Okay. An elderly Ujiv man first encountered in the ancient Elden Sanctum. Alongside Grius, he was one of the aides who elected to secretly move the prince from the royal palace, and is the last of them remaining. A renowned scholar of history and politics, he was employed by the royal palace as the prince's tutor. While charging a Ujiv with the royal's education was a highly controversial decision, it serves to demonstrate the ambitions the former king had in his lifetime.
I'm a little worried.
I need to get to the prince as quickly as I can. I mean, he's dead, so we technically don't really have to hurry particularly, but the prince is in the prayer room on the lower level. I don't want to believe it, but we need to see him for ourselves.
It's nearly time.
Hello? This voice.
long have I waited?
So much for Russell being the last one alive. Didn't he say that he was literally the last of the Resistance? What about these people?
Beg pardon?
Hold on, did you really come here from outside the sanctum? What's going on? No, that can't be. Are you truly Elda?
Hey, you.
Are you associated with the group that's been sheltering the prince? It's all because of them that another calamity has befallen us. Now that I get a closer look at you, are you Elda? I heard that the prince was the only Elda within the Resistance. Okay, so these people aren't... They just live here? I guess I just assumed that the entire village was a Resistance village, but I suppose the Resistance was just using it as their base of operations.
You must hurry. The time has come.
These Resistance members can keep on sacrificing themselves for all I care. It's not my problem. I guess that came out sounding a little cold. Yeah, you could say that. I suppose I can help carry the bodies away. There's too many for that old Ujeev to handle all on his own. Yikes. Well, very nice of you to offer.
What?
Right past this door here is the living quarters. Lady Gruide made it strictly clear that it's not to be opened under any circumstances. You heard me. Hurry along now. Okay.
All was for this day. There is still time.
Yes, there. Gallica, is that really you? I was wondering where you had gone off to. Oh, thank goodness you're safe. How are the others? The others? They're fine. It was just a bunch of people who died. Yeah, screw those. More importantly, Gallica, we have to go gather petals for that flower patch in the forest. What?
Sure.
Oh, maybe later, okay? I'm still on a mission, so now really isn't the time to. You've changed, Gallica. You're even starting to talk like one of them. So weird.
What?
Huh? Are you trying to be a person? You're strange now. Okay, I guess it's not normal for fairies to interact with humans the way Gallica does.
Hello there.
The prayer room is located further in. At this moment, it's being used to mourn those who are no longer with us. I pray you don't cause a disturbance. Well, I have a bit of a habit of doing that, so... No promises. The prince is just ahead. Are you ready? I have absolutely no idea. Let's go. Oh, this is quite the prayer room. Wow. Impressive. Beautiful. The people who brought the prince to this village called themselves simply the Resistance. They feared a name would spread word of their existence. Their numbers have gradually dwindled, and after today's tragedy, Russell is all who remains. Hardly a Resistance now. Well, I mean, technically, all of us, all of our party, are part of the Resistance. I mean, Tanto and Gallica definitely are. The truth is, during the attack I crossed paths with the assailant. He walked right past me on the stairs outside. At the time, the only thing that struck me was his unusual garb. Otherwise, he walked by so casually it seemed nothing was amiss. It was only afterwards that I found out he had just massacred all these people. I tremble even now just thinking about it.
Hello.
Beyond this door is the place the organization has been using as a hideout. Or should I say, it was beyond this door. Other than the elderly Russell, the rest of them are... perhaps we brought this on ourselves, but still, it's all so dreadful. Oh, we can actually go there. Surprising. Line of caskets. Yikes. Numerous coffins are laid out in hastily arranged rows. This many people? All at once? Just who is this assassin? I guess we still don't know that it's Zorba. But we do know Zorba's alive, right? We did see him, I believe, at the Opera House? I think so. It's locked and the handle is covered in a layer of dust. It seems as though it hasn't been opened in a very long time. Not much of a hideout, is this?
Huh?
Hello? Fairy friend? Wait, is that you, Gallica? You're okay. You left in such a hurry, I was worried.
Well...
Sorry about that. I've been out traveling, actually. I've got this really important mission. Oh wow, it must be pretty hard. I can tell just by looking at you. And I can tell you've changed a lot too. You're totally different. Is it because of this person you're with? You two are just like the king and fairy of legend. Huh? King and fairy? Yep, a long time ago there was a man who traveled all across the world and he had a fairy with him, just like you two. One day the traveler became a mighty king and his fairy companion became as wise and knowledgeable as a person, so everyone called her queen. More of a respect thing. That's a legend. Pretty similar to you guys, huh?
But I...
Queen, huh? But wait, what did the fairy do after the journey ended? Did she stay by the king's side? Who knows? I don't even know if the story's true or not. But if she did stay, I think that'd be lovely. Is that fairy of legend literally Gallica? I mean, I suppose we really don't know how long fairies live, do we? The slab is engraved with a number of names. I believe these are the names of all the Resistance members who've lost their lives so far. Huh.
This
This
is...
name at the very bottom. Arvid Elsies. That was Grius' real name, right? I'm sorry, Grius. If only we could have gotten to you a little sooner. Oh, and is this the room? It is the room.
Oh!
Me? No, I'm not part of the Resistance. I just help out on my own time. I take it you saw the coffins outside? Old man Russell is on his own now. Ever since I was a kid, the old man's been teaching me much about the outside world. The adults all speak ill of the Resistance, but the younger folk around here are all genuinely grateful for them. Glad to hear that, at least. Well, here's our crown, scepter, and royal dagger, I guess. That we're gonna need once we become king for real.
Oh, wow!
Huh? Gallica, is that you? Wow, long time no see. Oh wow, Gallica, the funniest stuff happened while we were gone. Funny, huh? Your friend totally fell into a pond. It was hilarious. And then, get this. Are you busy or something? You look tired. We should talk more later, okay? We should talk more later, though, okay? Oh, right, your friend is further in. I think you're late. Oh, that's a fairy friend. Yes. Okay. So fairies are a bit weird. Gotcha. Aha! You're all from the outside, aren't you? Hey, mind telling me what's going on right now? Nobody will tell me anything. They all just say, don't leave the house. I know the fires were scary, but it's all too much to be holed up like this. I, for one, have no intention of spending my life running between caves and forests.
Oh, it's you!
Beyond here lies the Altar of Secret History, the sanctuary which houses the true story of our people and world. Kindly refrain from making any loud noises, lest you startle the fairies. We can't even go here. Wow, okay.
Huh?
Dozy fairy? Oh, it's you, Gallica. Yeah, long time no see. I'm happy you're safe. A long time? Has it really been so long? Oh, I suppose you're right.
Wow!
Wow, guess you didn't miss me much. It's been several months, you know? Several months? Oh my, Gallica is keeping track of time now, is she?
What?
Huh? What do you mean? A day, a month, a year, that's people talk. What does time matter to a fairy? You're almost like them. But I guess that's kinda cool. Right, there was this one interaction with some person that raised one of our virtues, like an eternity ago, where he told a story about his ancestor, or several of his ancestors actually, visiting the same fairy that lived in the cave. And I suppose during that story we learned that fairies perceived time quite differently and that they were quite long-lived compared to humans. Oh wow, it's Gallica. I don't know why, but I'm so happy right now. Come on, Gallica, let's play. What should we do? What should we play?
About that.
I'm sorry, but I can't play right now. Another time, okay? What do you mean, can't? Are you really, Gallica? Whatever, though. When you can play, I'll be around. Well, that's nice of you. The mural depicts a scene from ancient history. The image appears to show some academics studying a store of hidden power contained within a person's body. Okay. I was wondering what was going on, but yeah, that makes sense. The artwork is entitled The Invention of Magic. So there were just people who were naturally gifted, able to use magic, and they were studied. Understandable. A wise-looking youth and a beautiful woman face each other in a familiar forest. Could this depict the sanctum? I mean, there's not really a whole lot to base that off, but sure. Upon closer examination, the woman is an elder. The art appears to be a blessing of the union between the two figures. I wonder when this scene is supposed to have taken place. The artwork is titled Union. The mural depicts a scene from ancient history. A spellbinding city is depicted, filled with towering futuristic architecture that's far beyond anything in the three nations' capitals. But does it actually look like a modern-day city? I mean, not quite. Definitely not like the skyscraper ruins that we saw underground, underneath Virga Island, right? It looks much more like a high fantasy, like elven capital city or something. Although there do seem to be flying vehicles in the sky, perhaps? Maybe it is supposed to be a more artistic depiction of a modern metropolis. The Era of Light. The mural depicts a historical scene from a seemingly more recent era than the others. A Clamar general leads an army. The soldiers are equipped with modern weaponry, including gauntlet runners and igniters. Oh yeah, okay. The artwork is entitled The Second World. I've never felt more at peace than here. I've flitted around a lot, but this village, and especially this place, it's just so relaxing. Don't you agree? Maybe.
Oh, it's you!
Oh, really? There's just this aura that draws us fairies in. Shame you people can't feel it.
And yet...
The village sure does have a lot of fairies. More than I've seen in any other place I've been, actually. Yeah, we don't tend to stick around in one place for very long, but I guess this place is the exception. Isn't it just like a fairy to find someone we like and somewhere we like and stay there for as long as we want? Yeah, I mean, it's not really exclusive to fairies. The mural depicts a scene from ancient history. An elegant capital city crumbles in flames. Large-scale magic is cast and dragons are let loose into the chaos. The artwork is entitled The War of the Dragons. The city lies in ruins in the background, a testament to the repercussions of war. In the foreground, resilient survivors take up an agrarian lifestyle. The artwork is entitled Dawn. Yeah, I mean, so far, that all seems to make sense. Oh, a little hiccup there. Don't worry about it. These fairies don't want to talk, okay. The mural depicts a scene from ancient history. Together, the three artworks form one large scene. 8 youths stand facing away from each other in a ring formation. Do they? Okay. At the center of the circle lies a corpse holding a flower. Each figure is from a different tribe. Perhaps the corpse belongs to an elder. All 8 have their backs to the body. The artwork is entitled Triptych Birth of the Tribes. Alright. Yeah. What tribe is that? The A tiny person. I guess it's supposed to be, what are they called again? Dang it. The ones with the, very weird blue eyes. Like Juno. Then we have, my brain is just not working today, as you may have noticed. You know, the Winged Tribe. Then, actually kind of hard to tell which one this is supposed to be. The ones with the face markings, like Forden. Percent. Not actually sure. Ujiv, Clemar. Parapus, I guess. So which one's missing? You know what? Close enough. I wonder if this is completely optional, or if we're actually supposed to learn this story, this history, officially at some point. Guess we'll see.
Come off it.
I've heard that the Elder are considered a sullied tribe to the outside world. Perhaps that's reflected in the current state of affairs. Their child is royalty, yet his life has been defined by tragedy beyond anything that I've experienced. To think that there are those who would see such a child as no more than prey to be slain. To look upon a mere boy such as he and revile him, their souls are truly cursed. Indeed.
Hey.
Russell, the princess... Oh, Highness, for you to forfeit your life in order to save ours, it can only mean that we have truly failed you. There can be no atonement, no penance to match the magnitude of our failure. Hello? Wow, this man-child woke up after such a long nap and then went right back to sleep. You've got it wrong. He's not sleeping. Why do you look so sad? In fact, why is everyone so sad? Just play for a little bit and you'll cheer right up. When this person wakes up, we should play together. That fairy doesn't seem so tactless so much as just stupid. Completely ignorant to how anything works in this world that she, too, inhabits.
Now what am I to do?
Hello, merchant. Quite a state our village is in right now, so if there's anything you need, now's the time. Sure.
Hello.
Let's do some shopping. Stocking rarities from outside the village is my job. Isolation or not, we're far from self-sufficient without the outside world. We do have some understanding of the goings-on out there. Old Russell listens very intently to whatever I report. Okay. Sage's Pill. Should we just buy more of these? These seem to be pretty useful to have. We have plenty of these things. 400 HP to one ally, sure. Let's just get, you know, a bunch of these. I mean, that's a lot of money, actually. Wait, let's maybe not buy that many. Let's buy 10 more. That should probably be sufficient. Okay. Just a bunch of non-magical stuff. I don't think I'll buy anything here. We'll just wait for actually good loot with actual stats on them. Well, I suppose these do have stats. Well, this does. Maybe that's not bad. But it's also expensive, and I'm pretty sure we're good either way. Yeah, I mean, it's nice, but not required right now. To be completely honest, there are those within the Sanctum who think ill of both His Highness and the Resistance. But life is priceless. For him to have died in such a way, at so tender an age. Let us pray so that such tragedy is never repeated. Offer your prayers not to any idol, but to the God that dwells within.
This way.
For what it's worth, he doesn't look very stabbed through the heart. No.
Your Highness. Why?
I didn't realize anyone still remained to weep over this child.
Right, you were also there during the beginning cutscenes. So you're also not a member of the Resistance then? You're, I guess, the leader of the Elder tribe of this village.
Huh? Gallica, you've returned.
Milady Gruide.
Hmm.
It's been a long time.
May I ask who this is?
She is the chiefess of this village. The Hermitess Gruide.
The Chiefess. Never heard that word before. But okay, sure. I'm pretty sure I've seen plenty of female leaders referred to simply as a chieftain. And didn't think that was specifically a male term. I mean, maybe it isn't. I don't know if chiefess is even official, but it works, I guess.
She was kind enough to shelter the entire organization when His Highness fled to these woods.
I can't believe he's gone. I'm just some parapus orphan from the slums. I was never supposed to outlive any prince. Was he killed here?
No. It all happened in the bunk room in the back. We moved him here to the altar once all was quiet. I don't know if you'd believe me, but I received a revelation. Should the prince die, his body should be kept safe and still here until the rightful day comes. Even if the boy is but a bastard sired by that despicable man. He is still Her Majesty's son.
Despicable? What, you mean the king? Wait, who's Her Majesty?
Do you know nothing of the child's mother? The boy was not brought across borders to us. He was born here, in the ancient sanctum. His mother was our past chiefess, the queen of our elder tribe. She was a flower amidst the forests, a woman of such beauty, grace, and kindness. She saved this child from the flames, and it cost her her life. Her death is on that man's hands. Like a piper, he wandered in and seduced the young queen with his idealistic tales. But he failed to protect his family and died powerless. The village was only set ablaze because the boy was in the way of the Sanctus Church's designs on the throne. And that insipid king could do nothing to stop them.
I mean, I guess that's ultimately true, but still, putting it that way seems a bit harsh.
But you see, this boy, His Highness the Prince, looks so much like Her Majesty. And so... You there, boy. Are you perhaps... No, it can't be. And yet...
Is something amiss, Milady Gruide? He is one of Gallica's allies. His loyalty stands with His Highness, and he has risked much in the prince's name.
Also, he was literally present in that cutscene I keep referring to, where Gruide and Russell, and possibly other people too, were present, preparing him for his mission. So they've definitely met before, right? I mean, maybe he was just some random youth from the village who was just chosen to carry a message. Like, what was our initial mission? We were just supposed to contact Grius, right? And update his orders or something? And that's how we got drawn into the whole story of the game?
Whoa! What's with the formal introduction? You were the one who gave us our orders in the first place.
Okay, thanks for backing me up here. That's... yeah, okay. So it turns out there wasn't anyone else. Well, Gallica was there. But yeah, we've definitely met before.
Hurry.
I hear that voice again, coming from somewhere.
Hey, are you okay?
The time has come. Here thou camest to the end of thy journey. This secret place was home to thee. Now, remember thy path thus far. Walk thy life's road and see it anew. I have been waiting for thee to overcome thy trials. Long have I waited for thy return. Know this, his life is not yet ended.
Okay. This voice. I mean, I'm guessing that's the Princess Mother's voice, then? Probably? The Elder Queen?
This voice.
It all started on that ill-fated day when the usurper thought to extinguish his light. Before he fades away, recount all thou hast seen and felt, all thou hast gained in thy journey's course.
I look now to the past. I see the roads I've traveled on this journey.
Gallica and thee sought to take the head of Louise, but thy efforts came to naught. So, ye moved instead to join a tournament to decide the land's king.
In the prince's name.
In the prince's name.
Though thy plan was reckless, thou didst win the trust of the people by the support of peers and subjects alike. Thus, thou didst declare thyself the prince.
It was all for victory, it was all a mistake. I mean, the plan would have worked.
It was all for victory.
After overcoming many obstacles, thou didst finally lift the prince's curse. Yet by the cruel machinations of another, the young prince
is no longer with us or lies dead before me? Come on. She already told us that he's not actually dead yet.
He lies dead before me.
Thy sole mission was to save the prince. Bereft of him, thou hast no further reason to live.
Yeah, and that's not true. It was my mission, but only because the mission has failed doesn't mean that I no longer have a reason to live. That's a bit extreme.
That's not true.
I mean, at least that would be the case for, you know, just a normal person. Of course, I assume that we are somehow special and actually connected to the prince in a very special way. Although I'm not entirely sure yet how.
If the prince is dead, wert thy efforts all for naught?
He's not dead. Yeah, I mean, you literally told me as much.
He's not dead.
So thy resolve is yet unbroken. So be it. Thou hast earned the truth. He was consumed by the curse, and was taken by a deep, abiding slumber. Yet his soul remained alive. So from his earthly form, I extracted his soul, that he might travel the land in Odyssey. And thus his stilled sands began to flow once more. Thy journey hast taken thee far, and taught thee much. So now I ask thee, who art thou?
Just a traveler, the prince's friend, or no one? I mean...
I'm the prince's friend.
Is that truly thy role? Clear your mind and think. To name but a few. Thy parents? Memories of thy youth? Hast thou any recollection of where and how thy youngest years were spent? Yes, Thy memories begin the moment thou befriend the prince. Dost thou suspect the reason?
I don't have a past. I just don't remember. Was the prince split in two somehow? Are we the prince? Are we both the prince? Like, I don't know.
I don't have a past.
As I said, thou hast nothing. Thou art a being of mine own creation. 'Twas Gallica alone who the Resistance laid their hopes upon all those days past. Thy life had yet to begin.
Okay, so that memory of us all standing there next to the cursed prince is actually fake? It was just Gallica there? That's why neither the chiefess nor the tutor remember me? And that's what that weird little sequence, that flashback of Gallica seemingly meeting us for the first time in that field of flowers, what that was all about. Because that's where we came to life, created by this mysterious woman.
All thou hadst, all that had been bestowed, was a memory. Thy mission to save the prince. Thy memories of youth in the prince's company, and the void enshrouding all else in thy past. All signs of thy conjured existence.
I have nothing?
Nay, the words of the prince in thy memory are unmistakably of his true heart. The memories gained on thy journey, the friendships made, the trust forged. These true things art thine own. All thy trials, all thy experiences wert to prepare thee for this day, to share the strength thou hast gained with thy other self.
My other self?
My other self?
The trust and friendship I've gained has been there to support me. But if they'd known I came from nothing, that I am nothing, would people have stood by me, believed in me? The same goes for the desire to help anyone in need. How is it that I've touted such a laughably idealistic belief this long?
Accept the truth, and thou wilt face an ordeal beyond any you have yet faced. If thy desire is instead for freedom, thou mayest still abandon thy mission and end it here.
Is that right?
I see. My true identity is...
So I bid thee answer my final question. Who art thou in truth?
I refuse to know. And that's gonna be game over. I'm tempted to choose it, but no, I am the prince.
I am... the prince.
In some way. Created from his memories, I guess, but the body created out of nothing? That's pretty impressive.
What is this? I feel a curious resonance.
Could this be? But how? Impossible.
Hey, what's going on?
What awaits us now?
That is always the question with this game. So I guess we just merge into one now?
Ah, life is not yet lost. Thou wert born apart from the prince's flesh, born of his desire to change the world. In his stead didst thou travel the world. Thou didst support his heart, and became his living fantasy. That is thy true self. Thou art everything the prince sought to be, his ideal. It all began with the novel in thy possession. Drawn by the divine relic, Magla coalesced into flesh, and flesh coalesced into form. The form of an elder, as I once was. Time hath come. Awaken, reborn anew. No more the prince's dream of utopia thou wouldst chase. Nay, but thine own.
I mean, isn't it literally the same thing? I was wondering if we would end up with long blue hair or short white hair. Apparently it's the latter. Guess I kind of would have preferred the former option, but sure, this is fine too.
What? What is this?
Oh, and we have two same-colored eyes now. That's weird.
What's happened?
Thou hast done well to guide him this far.
This voice. I'm sure I've heard it before.
Thy mind should now be clearing. Remember now thy true charge. He was never a member of the Resistance. The mission, the departure, was thine alone. And thereafter didst thou encounter him.
Who are you? Wait, what am I saying?
In those long ago days, he had just been born into this land. Newborn in form, if not in appearance, the boy needed a guide. Thus, I decided his memories would be thine. Thou wouldst share past and purpose. A memory so crafted to suit thee. My journey to the capital would not be made alone, but alongside him.
So you just took this fairy Gallica, who you did not create out of nothing, and altered her memories? Just used her? For a good purpose, sure, but it's a bit manipulative.
No, that can't be. He was there when we got our orders.
I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
No! But... I was alone?
By this choice, he might be saved. By these gentle, necessary lies, we could live to see this day when our dearest wish is fulfilled. As he traveled alongside thee, he gained both strength and wisdom.
Yes, and tolerance and courage and,
It is only by thy efforts that my voice reached him. He has now been saved, and so the journey ends here. Thou hast fulfilled thy mission admirably.
What? Wait just a minute. What do you mean it ends here?
From here on, thy path is thy own. Choose thy own future for thyself, and may the fates smile on thy journey.
I mean, that does mean that you can choose to keep accompanying me.
How do we make sense of this?
Yeah, that's, Sorry, I can't help you with that. Still trying myself.
Is it really you? How do you feel?
I feel fine, I feel lighter. I should feel about twice as heavy, honestly. Lighter?
I feel a bit lighter.
There seems to be no doubt. He is still himself, but I also sense His Highness within him.
Everyone? I need to tell you something. The truth is...
So let me get this straight. You're saying it's not a matter of our captain and His Highness joining together, but that the former was this disembodied entity sprung from the latter?
Something like that? I mean, that's basically my understanding of it.
Then, that's why he had no memories? 'Cause he didn't even exist?
I see. Finally, I understand the strange feeling I had sensed upon our meeting. What shaped you, so to speak, was the prince's will itself. A part of his consciousness. Yes, the prince's very heart. He was his soul given flesh. Perhaps the form we knew was one shaped by material magla, much like how the dragon god manifests beyond the vessel Drakadios.
I suppose when you put it that way, it's not that outrageous. I mean, phenomena like that exist in this world, where, yeah, physical forms can materialize out of thin air via magla, or from magla. So, okay, sure.
A mass of magla with a will. Forget the dragon god. He may as well have been a dragon himself. Small wonder he awakened to an archetype before anyone else. It was no great aptitude for magic. He himself was composed of pure magla.
The self, as a manifestation of one's desires. Similar to archetypes. I suppose this is the very essence of magic.
You mean to say that it was not merely pretense to claim the prince's name? He truly was His Highness all along?
In a way. But I mean, we didn't know that, so it was still pretense. Technically.
If that's true, this is finally your reunion with your sworn liege. Seems like cause for rejoicing, eh? Lady Hulkenberg of the Royal Guard.
But I failed to protect His Highness.
No. I am sure the strength of your devotion had a hand in saving him.
While all and sundry believed the lad had shuffled off, you alone kept the faith, milady. And in the end, that faith was rewarded.
Fate was changed.
Are you really His Royal Highness the Prince? Please, please forgive me, Your Highness. I failed you when you needed me most. And more, despite being a member of your Royal Guard, I did not recognize Your Highness at our meeting and showed you such insolence.
I mean, you can hardly take the blame for that. Obviously, he looked completely different. I pronounce your sentence.
Then I hereby pronounce your sentence.
Give the poor knight a break, will you? You've been by her side all this time. You of all people know how much she's gone through for you.
This time, I will protect you. Even should it cost me my very life. I swear to it.
Finally, we've done Grius proud. We've really done it.
By the way, what are we supposed to call you now? I mean, how would you prefer to be addressed, my lord?
Nothing's changed between us, same as always. Now I can't make a joke about it. Your Royal Excellency should be fine. Should suffice.
Captain. Same as always.
No, Your Highness! With all respect, I must object.
No, you must not object.
But this is no time to be thick-headed, Miguel. He's the one who gets to decide what we bally call him, so we'll listen to him, eh? What?
You, sir, should be begging His Highness for forgiveness on bended knee. You mangled the royal runner to your own whimsy, you lout!
And good thing you did.
That is, I mean, it was all dashed useful in the end, wasn't it? A bit of clemency, Your Highness.
So much for acting same as always.
Well, okay. I guess this is where the real game begins. After some more cutscenes.
Not just that a child who'd lain cold for years could come back to us, but through such extraordinary circumstances. After so long in the curse's thrall, he could not even open his eyes. He may as well have been a corpse. But all this time, he had been on his own journey. It was the boy's dearest wish. He spoke of a fantasy of traveling the world, meeting its people, seeing its truths. And without him even knowing, magic made it real. He is a child of Elden blood and Elden legacy. All these years he spent in the village, he has rested near the secret of true magic. Perhaps this is how it came to be.
His was a fantasy surpassing fantasy. It became more than a dream, but a self-possessed force acting of its own volition. And now, reunited, Prince and fantasy live anew.
A journey to discover and reclaim the self, in all senses. No wonder he set off the custom igniter in the Royal Gauntlet Runner. It was the Crown Prince himself.
I suppose that does explain that.
Even having it all explained like this, it feels like nothing short of a miracle.
I can only guess that fate had a hand in it.
That's right. I remember, I heard a voice. Guide him, it said.
A guiding voice? I mean, we obviously heard it too.
A voice? Whose?
If you can't remember anything from before our journey, then we probably met after you'd only just... happened, right? I shouldn't have known you then. But for some reason, I was convinced that we'd always been together. I thought we both received the order to save the prince, too. Ever since the moment I heard that weird voice guiding me.
A voice? Lady Gruaday mentioned a revelation. Hold on, are we still being mystic and metaphorical, or was there an actual guide involved?
I know someone was guiding me. I just don't know who.
So a disembodied voice. Hang on. Come to think of it, that sounds a bit familiar for me too.
I mean, literally all of us, well, minus Nuris, I guess, have heard that voice the moment the archetype awoke for the first time.
Hey, who do you think the voice belongs to? Any idea?
Sort of.
I have a faint idea, but I'm not entirely sure.
Come to think of it, this place, the light coming in, they seem familiar.
I might say the same. When I first acquired this power, I had a vision of somewhere not unlike these grounds.
Does this mean that we've been guided as well?
Perhaps someone has been at your side unseen, watching over the course of your journey. I imagine all this comes as a great shock for you as well. But here you are, back in your rightful place. You have come to the end of your arduous journey and found new life. It is a life well won, grasped with your own 2 hands.
Chief Descruidae, we want to know everything. What is the truth behind your tribe, the Elder? We Mustari are also said to have inherited truths of the world before us. Histories hushed by sanctism. But this village, it is something altogether different. I myself feel a strange familiarity here. A lost haven underground, yet letting of the sky's light. Please, tell us, what is the Elder Tribe?
To know what we are, you must first know our history. Come to the altar room past the door. I'll wait for you there.
Okay, that's where we're officially going to learn about all that history that we already looked at earlier. Makes sense. But I appreciate that the game gives me an opportunity to save and take a break, which I very much need. The truth of the prince. Oh dear. The son and heir to the throne of King Hythlodius V. Hythlodius? Is that how they said it? The prince and Atantua are now one and the same. The attack on the prince inside the royal palace led his aides to conclude the capital was no longer safe for him, so they secretly moved the prince to the ancient Elden Sanctum to continue recovering. Alas, their Elden techniques were not enough to lift his curse, and he continued to decline until falling into a coma. However, he had guidance from a mysterious voice and an indomitable will that would not see his ideals abandoned. Through these, a new body made of magla was created, much like the dragons of yore. The prince's spirit inhabited this new body, and he started another life as an entirely separate young man. That young man, oddly enough, pursues a journey to change the world, something the prince likely would have wished to take on had he been well enough. Through that journey, the young man came to know the truth behind everything, and after his spirit returned to his body, he could then reveal himself publicly as the prince once more. Okay. Yeah. Old Hermitus Gruidae. An elderly Elder Tribe chiefess living in the ancient Elden Sanctum. Once the principal lady-in-waiting for the queen, she's a sagacious woman who safeguards the true history behind the Elder Tribe, the Old World, the Elder Tribe, the Old World, and magic. She was also the person who took custody of the prince and kept him safe after he secretly fled the royal palace. Right. No entry for old Russell, huh? Seems a bit mean. Hey, Russell. How could this be? His Highness resurrected? It is a most joyous turn of events, of course, but I dare say my heart needs a reprieve from all these sharp twists of fate. To think he'd been alive and well, residing in a body composed from magla particles. He furthered his goals by storing his mind within another vessel, just reminiscent of His Majesty's royal magic. Ooh, finally awake, huh? I suppose she wasn't wrong in the end. I mean, come on, sleeping's great and all, but there's so much more fun stuff you can do while you're awake. You can collect pretty flower petals, go splash in the water. Super fun, right? Yeah, those are great things.
Come off it.
Well, I'll be. Am I correct in presuming that you are the prince now? I hadn't heard of any Elder boy joining the resistance ranks and going out on missions, so seeing you took me by surprise. To think that you're the prince's other half. Ah, fate is a fickle one. That's one way to put it. You know what? I'm going to continue talking to people here next time. I'm assuming that stats-wise and in terms of the character, nothing has changed except our portrait and visuals slightly. Okay. Well, I'm glad that everyone took all of this so well, relatively speaking, considering it was quite the pill to swallow. Anyway, we'll see what more pills await swallowing next time, when we're about to learn all of the history. And maybe get confirmation on who the mysterious guiding voice is. Maybe we'll also learn of the connection to Moore? We'll see. For the time being, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.